Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On first down, Justin Herbert has got it to Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And open left side, it's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Chargers first down.
Herbert back to the air. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On first down, it's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Chargers at 13-2 on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Herbert on third down now. Got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
Herbert finding, he's hit, he lost the football, put it on the carpet, and now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that. because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up second and goal at the Rams' 8-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Mayfield down. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now Gordon on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Mayfield to throw it. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
It's complete to Robinson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
21, Rams 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 37. And the Chargers first down.
Herbert on first down now. It's caught on the right side. Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
Herbert throwing again. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. Well, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now it's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
By Aaron Donald. A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Williams brings it in. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. Open man is Atwell, complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spell the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball. On 3rd down, Mayfield being chased out left.
And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Take it at the 37. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where...
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown! Mike Williams, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Chargers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I really enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put in number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Rams 34-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3rd and long for Mayfield.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll go with Akers here up the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gay is on for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Chargers 42, Rams 14. Matt Gay to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out of the gun, Herbert got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now finding Williams once more, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half was pretty much